One of the words I like, someone kind of brought to my attention was if you say dance, so if you dance with your issue rather than kind of fight it or battle it, it's got a completely different energy around it. Because like there's always going to be challenges and supports type of thing in life. And like if you're kind of always just fighting things, it's kind of, you're coming at it with an attacking energy, whereas it kind of, you need to kind of dance with it, kind of work into it, don't kind of smash everything. G'day guys, Ninja and Nina here today. Nina's got a little bit of hip pain and we've been treating the hip a bit, and other people have been treating it. But what she's also noticed is she has a pinching feeling when she does like a glute stretch. And yeah, so can you replicate that for us right now?
So if I come up and then come across a little bit, I get this pinch.
Can you show us where
it is?
It's
hard to find, hang on. It's almost like right there.
So yeah, it's just in that crease there. So what my plan was with this video, I want to do like the groin money spot that we kind of know about, because that can kind of be where a lot of the pain originates from. So I want to do test working into that, and then we'll retest, and then if that feels like it's fixed up in there, that's sweet, but otherwise then we'll work on that crease there. So so just want to show you like a real life treatment that we do. So we work underneath the gracilis tendon. So we work through clothes a lot of times with this area, because people do feel a bit exposed, a bit vulnerable and things like that. But it's our job to tell people why it is a really important part of the body for what movement and, you know, squatting, different things like that. So yeah, once you kind of know how important it is, what function it does have, then you want to have it, you know, worked on so you can get better. So when I'm working on this sort of area, I just go like 20, 30% for a start, like I am now. So it's not too overbearing, and people can start to relax and feel comfortable, and then they surrender a little bit, and then you can kind of go into the depth you need to make a change happen. So I'm just in there. You're pretty comfortable right now?
Yeah, feels fine.
So what I want to do is I want to bear in a bit deeper and a bit sharper. So I'm going to go up underneath that gracilis tendon and just try and bear right into the pubic bone a bit as well. So get where that gracilis tendon, which is the main ropey one that you can feel when you feel on your own leg under there. How's that feel?
Yeah, feels fine.
Feels fine?
Yeah.
Cool. So I just want to add, like the pinching feeling, I think is a really common thing that a lot of people have when you try and do that glute stretch and then kind of go across a little. So, and it can, you know, have impact on your movement and on the function of your body. It's going to go in a bit deeper. Feel all right?
Yeah.
Therapeutic feeling, or just doesn't really feel like therapeutic?
Yep.
So just going to go right in there. I might just go down a little bit, just along that pubic bone. How's that feel there?
It feels good.
Yeah. Like that. So I'm just going to work it, because it feels like doesn't feel like there's an injury in here or such. I'm going off the feedback here, but it does feel like it's doing something. Let's go in here a bit harder. How's that?
Feels therapeutic.
Therapeutic. Yeah, cool. So I'll just do a pretty quick treatment here. And I want to get another angle as well. So I'm just going to come out of there slowly. So this is going to be my angle change. So I'm going to get into a similar kind of region, but I've changed my elbow and I want to just get in there. So I'm going about 20, 30% again. I'm just going to sit there for a bit. Give Nina a chance to accept what I'm doing, know that I'm not a threat. You all right?
Yeah.
So once I'm in there a little bit, and so then I want to go down towards the table a little.
Yeah, that feels good.
Yeah. So we've said it in the videos before, like it just feels like really old pain in this region here. And you kind of can tell it's been stuck in here for years perhaps, and it hasn't been shifted, hasn't been worked. So yeah, if things haven't been worked, there's a good chance that you can have some healing, get some benefits from it. So once I'm in here, I want to guess head back. How's that?
Yeah, there's definitely more in there.
Yeah, just change the angle. And just shift down again. How's that?
Yeah, a bit in there as well.
Yeah. Just going to hold this for a bit. Wait for it to melt. Up in there, yeah, it's giving you a bit.
Yep.
Yep. So I'm just going to work this, and I'm just going to wait until it starts to give.
Yeah, it's softening now.
Softening now? Yeah, cool.
Yep.
So I might just slowly come out. So this, yeah, just a real quick treatment. So if you want to wiggle it around a bit, let it set a little bit, and now do your little test again. So just the same as you did before, stretch it down and then go across.
Still there.
Still there? So I'll
Yep.
give it a bit more as well. How's that? Can you feel where it is?
I think it's when I if you push more, focus on my knee, and I feel it more.
Can you feel exactly where that is?
That's gone now. Can't feel it now.
Okay. Let's
When you
maybe
pushed
test
on it,
again.
I couldn't feel it.
Yeah, let's go again. Just let it might have shifted whatever we need to shift. Let's
Maybe.
test that again, see if you can kind of replicate your pain.
It was right there.
Yeah.
But when you pushed it, went away.
So when it with extra pressure.
Yeah, now it's not there.
Yeah. Well, I think there's still something there, isn't there? So let's try and locate
Yeah.
exactly where that is.
It's more like when I guess I'm internally rotating the hip.
Yep.
That's when
So
I get
can
a bit
you
more.
kind of identify a spot?
I mean, I guess it's just in there somewhere.
Yeah, I might just do a thumb. Just go exactly where Nina was kind of pointing. Let's see if we can kind of, because there's we've got lymph nodes and different things in here, so we don't want to do any damage to them. So what you can do is just sort of sit your thumb or your elbow or whatever you're going to use in this region and kind of let things kind of get out of the road. And we want to bear into like a tendon in this region. So I'm just sort of sinking in.
Ooh.
Just in there a little bit.
Yeah, that feels pretty tender there.
Yeah. So I'm not on any lymph nodes. I can kind of tell I'm trying to get into tendon, bone kind of places. How's that?
Yeah, it's pretty uncomfortable there.
Comfortable? Yeah, I'm just going to stay there. So I'm not that much pressure. I'm probably 20, 30, 40%, something like that. I don't know. 30% we'll call it. And yeah, but I'm just going to wait on that. Does it feel like it's a bit more comfortable now?
Not yet.
Not yet.
It's still pretty uncomfortable.
Yeah. Feels like I'm starting to get a little bit deeper as well, actually. So I'm just sort of, as I'm kind of in here, I can start to feel things are starting to shift and melt, and then what's emerging to me is like there's a spot there. Yeah. So it's like I want to follow that lead.
Yeah, that feels really weird.
Yeah.
Pretty nervy in there.
Yeah. I'm gonna wait on that. Good. Still
And it gets changing slowly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that feels different now.
Yeah. So I think what I've just sort of demonstrated here is that how we're very different to the traditional massage kind of techniques where they're kind of rubbing, they're frictioning, they're doing all these different things. We really try and hold specific spots that are relative to the person, so we tailor it to the person. It's not just a cookie cutter approach, you know, which it might work for some that are, you know, that approach.
Not
but
just a sequence.
yeah, like sequences don't work for everybody.
Yeah.
So when you
Feels
kind
so
of
different now.
yeah, so it's, see how I gave it a chance to change. So it's just sort of trying to, you know, take things from a really stuck, solid state and kind of making them more liquefied, so they can flow and change, and then the body can heal itself. So that's what we're trying to do. Yeah.
It feels really good now.
Yeah, so I'm going to just come out slowly and let's retest. So yeah, if you can do your test again. How's that feel? Did we get the right spot or is another one in there?
Still there.
Yeah. Is it changed at all?
Like, it's hard for me to think of exactly where it is.
Yeah.
Oh,
So does it need to come out this way a bit?
Maybe it was more there. Hang on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's
Yeah, let's
tricky
try it.
somewhere.
So this feels like it's, on the
I feel like
a
if
quad
you like
tendon.
cleaned like on that whole
Whole line, that
pelvis
crease.
or whatever,
Yeah.
like the bone,
Yeah. Yeah, let's
you would
let's go.
find it.
Yeah, so I'm going to sink in again and push out. So I feel like I've got a good connection with that tendon now. Feel all right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. In there. How's it feel? Therapeutic?
A little
nothing,
bit
doing
nervy there, a little
Yeah.
bit.
Nothing? Yeah.
Yeah, that feels good there.
Good in there. Maybe let's try a little bit of dynamic.
Yep.
Like let's move your knee. I'll try and do it. How's that feel when I do that?
Ooh.
Bit much?
Yeah, that's more intense there now,
Yeah.
which would be like, replicating that movement.
Yeah. So I'm just going to wiggle a little bit backwards and forth. It's like a, what do you call that? Flossing?
Yeah,
A little bit of
flossing
floss.
the nerve.
Flossing the nerve.
So
flossing
I reckon if you push my knee, so that we do that internal rotation.
that way?
Yeah. That actually feels okay. Not too bad. Ooh, there.
Up there? Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a little shift sometimes enables you to get the right bit that's sort of scarred up or stuck, wherever it might be. Let's go forward a bit. Does it feel all right?
It's weird.
Just weird, yeah.
I can feel that I'm like kind of guarding a bit too.
Yeah. Let's go slow. It's on a good spot.
Yeah, that feels alright.
Just going to really try and change a little bit. How's that? It's not that good visually. I'm really trying to getting deep in here with my thumb. If I can kind of come out, you can kind of see just how deep I am in there. Like that. Come out wider a little bit. That's all.
Yeah.
So I'm just sort of navigating out wider. How's that feel?
Yeah. Feels like I need it there.
Yeah.
Just really like guarding myself now.
Yeah, you're right. I got ya. Yeah, I'm getting in there now. Right in.
I think I was switching on like all my abdominal muscles.
Yeah. Trying to protect
Because
yourself.
I think like psoas runs there and
Yeah.
iliacus, so I don't know, maybe that's
Yeah.
why I had that switched on.
Yeah. How's it feel?
It feels, a lot better now.
Yeah.
I think now that I've managed
Relax
to
a bit
relax
too.
my muscles.
Yeah. Feels like I'm getting some good stuff. So I'm going to come out of there slowly again. So let's kind of let that go. Wiggle a little bit. And then it'll adjust. Let's test again. Gonna changing.
Still there.
Still there. Is it less intense?
Not really.
No. So we're probably the glute med and the TFL and stuff. Let's try that.
Well, I mean, maybe even like psoas.
Iliacus.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Ow, that table's
She's
hot.
right. It's hot. Yeah, no, we'll just work through the clothes.
Okay.
Yeah. So just inside here.
It's definitely really intense there.
Yeah. So I'm just going to get in a little bit lower. It's getting hot out here.
Yep.
You know, we've got to get fixture soon before we fry.
Yeah. Oh yeah, super intense there.
Yeah. Hit that one. Let me know when that kind of backs off a lot.
Mm-hmm. It's starting to change now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that feels better.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and bear down and then a bit deeper into that iliacus.
Yeah, that's intense again.
Yeah. You like the hot weather, Nina?
Yeah,
Yeah.
better than winter for sure.
Yeah, you're a summer girl.
Yeah.
This is life, isn't it? Getting treated outside.
Yep.
We should have people bringing you drinks, shouldn't we?
Yes, please.
What do you reckon? I'll go to the kombucha fridge in a minute. I'll bring you something out. How's that there? I'm just going down a little
Yeah,
bit.
it feels heaps different again.
Yeah.
A little bit still.
Yeah. And do you think psoas could be treated? Or you reckon iliacus is the sort of the...
Well, there's a lot in iliacus,
Yeah.
it feels like, so.
Yeah. Should we test again after doing this one? See what it
Yeah.
feels like? It's real. Nina didn't get the memo. She's meant to say, oh yeah, it feels better. Nah, there's no bullshit on this channel, is there? It's fucking, it's fixed or it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even when things don't hit the mark, sometimes they, because you've done the work, it does settle and it does feel better.
Yeah.
But let's do a little bit of psoas. So I'm just going to do psoas through the clothes as well. Let's do it so you can just sort of see that we don't need to take people's clothes off necessarily, and make them feel uncomfortable because they're exposed or whatever. So let's camp on there for a little bit, and then what I want to do is go in a bit deeper, like that in there. Does that feel all right?
It's uncomfortable.
So just move your
It's not too bad.
knee up and down just a little bit. Kind of feel in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when they activate the leg, you know, hip flexors, then you can kind of try and tune in to where that psoas actually is. Pin it and back down. Right on it. Just there. Like. Slow. So you want to test again?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see how it's going. Still there?
A little bit.
It's got a little bit better. One thing I reckon I could clean up above the gracilis along the pubic bone as well. So it might be one of those, I think they're longus and pectineus maybe they're called.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that getting a little bit better?
So I think so what we should do now is measure like how much external rotation I have to do.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, internal rotation.
Before it comes on. So you have got some
So right
improvement.
now it's like there,
Yeah,
where before I think it was probably
yeah.
only slight.
So there's some improvement.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me try this little thing, little hunch that I've got. So what we can do, we can go. So the gracilis is here, then we can just flip over, and then I can kind of just work like this along the side of there. How's that feel?
Feels weird.
Feel weird. You had this work done before?
No.
No.
I've had gracilis done before.
Yeah, but yeah, above it though.
No.
So yeah, there's a bunch of adductor muscles just off the pubic bone. We have got our skeleton model over there, just in case we needed it. But yeah, I just sort of see what's going on. How's that feel?
Yeah, it feels. It's not. All there is pretty weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very intense though.
That's all.
Yep.
Just gonna try and soften a little. That one. Feel that?
Yep.
Yeah, so you can just sort of see it, all these different areas of the body. Yeah, you just got to explore, I think is the word, because it's like an archaeological dig. I think that's a good analogy to use. Like you don't know what's under there till you start digging. But if say you were searching for, ancient artifacts, you wouldn't want to go in with a big digger and fuck up things, you know what I mean? Destroy these really precious things. So you'd want to go in slowly and so you don't damage what's underneath. And that's kind of what we kind of want to do as well. We don't want to make people have extra trauma, because that's not what it's about. We don't want to hurt people. They're coming in because they're hurt. They've got trauma, they've got damage. They've got scar tissue. So we want to be able to soothe that thing and melt things down and make them calm down, not agitate them more or break them more. So yeah, that's why we go slow and go at the person's pace. How's that feel?
It was good. Now
Feels
there's
good.
another spot.
Yeah. So clearing. So I was just clearing as I was going. So I was just sort of shimmying along, clearing stuff. That's bad.
Yeah.
Just gonna hold that there for a tick. What's that one feel like? Is it just sharp or uncomfortable, or what's this sort of a...
It's like my stomach's nodding up.
Yeah.
It's like, bleh.
Yeah. So yeah, it's always interesting when you're getting treatment. Like, yeah, it can kind of trigger some emotional kind of thing sometimes,
Yeah.
So, but I think I like when people kind of do have this sort of stuff, because at least they're facing things.
Yeah.
And they've got a chance to process it. Whereas
I always look at it as the same, like with childbirth, like going through labour.
Yeah.
Like you have to welcome
Yeah.
that pain, because
Yeah.
that's what's getting you closer to
Yeah.
birthing your baby.
Yeah.
And this is really similar. Like you have to embrace all that sensation, because a lot of it can come from like hiding emotions and suppressing emotions, and this is how you go through that and process it and get rid of it.
Yeah, yeah. That's it.
It's feeling really different now.
Yeah, cool.
A lot better.
Yeah. One of the words I like, someone kind of brought to my attention was if you say dance. So if you dance with your issue rather than kind of fight it or battle it, it's got a completely different energy around it. Because like there's always going to be challenges and supports type of thing in life. And like if you're kind of always just fighting things, it's kind of, you're coming at it with an attacking energy, whereas it kind of, you need to kind of dance with it, kind of work into it. Don't kind of smash everything, you know. So if you're kind of just hammering everything, you know, it's not the right approach for every job. You know, if you're a tradie or something, you don't just smash everything. Sometimes things need to be kind of pushed into place, finessed a bit, but then other times it's sort of hammer it in, you know. So yeah, think about that. Dance with your issues.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever they might be, your challenges.
Yeah.
So yeah, how's that feeling?
It's good now.
Yeah, let's come out of there and let's test again. Wiggle a little bit. Do another test. It's going across more.
Yeah.
Oh, it feels good over there.
Didn't feel it?
Feels fine there.
Yeah. So that's like so much further across.
Yeah.
Kind of going.
Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely changing a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
I feel it for like a second, but then it goes away again.
Yeah. So just with a bit of movement, that might just clear, because that whatever's kind of catching in here, yeah, it'll just go. So
Yeah.
so I think now we'll finish the video up, but probably some exercise for Nina now, like might be good to, even if it's just really simple stuff, like just exploring circles and things like that, that should be able to help things to shift and go back into their normal spot, so they're not kind of catching and getting caught up and giving pain signals when she's trying to do that glute stretch.
Yeah. Cool.
Things like that. So yeah. So you have just witnessed a real treatment. So that is the way that you navigate things. You just got to check out all the different areas that you kind of have hunches about that could be the issue, where the block is, and then test again so you get a measurable kind of answer. If it's not that, at least you know that that's kind of not the issue, and then you keep on exploring more. Yeah. So and that's what we did. So you don't kind of get despondent that didn't work the first thing, but you keep on working and working and working, and that's kind of what we did with Nina here, and we ended up with the result. So I think working the front here along with that other stuff that she's been doing with the glute med, it should clear it up. And I think I've said this to Nina before, but I think you've got to have maintenance as well. You know, so it's probably a good thing for people out there to realise you maintain your car, your garden, different things like this. You know, you brush your teeth, whatever it is. If you do it frequently, it doesn't become a jungle, you know. But if you kind of let things go, like your garden, if you use that analogy, nature takes over. It takes back, you know, claims it back. But if you're kind of doing things regularly, the pathway stays clear. The bushes don't get too bushy. But yeah. So yeah, anyway, hopefully you got something out of that, you enjoyed it, and yeah, if you want to learn from us, look in the links. We teach this stuff, and it's life-changing.
Thanks, Nin.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you. Done.